Things just ain't the same, we ain't playing. Been in the game, moved introduced to my name, and I gained my fame. Took every chance that came my way. Watched my enemies make mistakes and make them pay. I got rid of these snakes and fakes, built a motherfucking fortune through this paper chase. To know I can't relate to your punk ass mentality. Living off scraps while I'm steady down in lavishly. Fucking the she be sucking my dick while I blaze honeycomb. You should be clutching the shit when we meet, cause a nigga might be rich but still a motherfucking G. And I keep my peace, so best heed the warning. Know your mom's side and us is gonna keep her mourning, nigga. I'm built different, and the less thing you see would be a flash in the distance.
We ain't playing no games, only pay your dues or lose your chain. We pay no way, ain't no game without pain. We ain't playing no games, only pay your dues or lose your brain. Just be paid, no way, ain't no game without.
The game done changed a lot since the West take over. Alcoholic coma, the time remains sober. I need a clear head looking at these punks address. I can't comprehend how did it end like this. Niggas getting rich over bullshit. Don't confuse it, they wanna label it as music, but use it to the seas to subject you and me to the industry schemes. Try to check who I be, I could never let them lead. Put that vest on my chest and be ready to show them that they can bleed if they coming for my shit. Light them up like splits. Niggas didn't think they would be dying in the ditch, but they do when they run up. I'ma put my gun up, marking the death. That's the beginning of my come up. I'm a motherfucking fool for mine, so get dirty. Step to me, you die, nigga, you heard me.
Ain't playing no games, only pay your dues or lose your chain. Cause we pay no way, ain't no game without change. We ain't playing no games, only pay your dues or lose your brain. Cause we pay no way, ain't no game without.
Throwing heads like I'm on the box, niggas stuck on the spot. And if they run, I got a red dot on the Glock. We still outlaw riders, man up and tries. You can never fuck with me. Took a call and we squashed the beat. Now I'm back with the D.R.E. And still we rise, niggas and listening. Stuck in the past, revolution brewing. And if they don't adapt, it won't last. I got this game on lockdown, that game get shot down. And I must spray your fucking brain cross out town. My adversary scatter when it's flatter, it's a massacre. I run my course, niggas, bad boys blast at ya. You see the snake still beating on the weak, but back when we had beef, you didn't hear a fucking peep. I'ma put the street to sleep, leave them bleeding out. And now you see what I'm about, I'm an outlaw.
We ain't playing no games, only pay your dues or lose your chain. Cause we pay no way, ain't no game without change. We ain't playing no games, only pay your dues or lose your brain. Cause we pay no way, ain't no game without pain.
Doctor now, you hear me, B-Dot? Don't ever disrespect. I'm a doctor. Don't ever disrespect. Hold on, let me see. Get my outfit so they can see what I'm doing. But yo, listen, I'm a doctor now. You hear me, B-Dot? Don't ever disrespect. I'm a doctor. Don't ever disrespect. Hold on, let me see. Get my outfit so they can see what I'm doing. But yo, listen, I'm a doctor now. You hear me, B-Dot?
Hold up, everybody. I just want to know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Press 1. If you can hear me loud and clear, press 1. Sheila was good. Let's see if I can hear him. Let me see. Sometimes I gotta test myself. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, everything looks good. What's up, everybody? It's your brother from the RBG Nation, Guy Nollywood Jr., coming to you with another exclusive program. I want to give a shout out to Sheila. Hotep to you. Okay, you can hear me good. Great. Perfect. This is going to be good. This is going to be juicy. Yeah, press that like button. Yeah, she said anything to make idiots bring money to their schools. Yeah, I agree. 100%. You're talking about Lehman College? But I want to discuss this. Definitely Hotep. Glad you came through. I want to discuss this because it kind of bothered me a little bit. Because I grew up on hip hop. Just man, as you can see here, you see his degree. That was paid for. Like I said, I grew up on hip hop. When did Fat Joe ever finish college? Matter of fact, when did he finish high school? Because the last time I remember, he dropped out of high school to pursue, and on top of that, he was a struggling rapper. He didn't start coming out until late 90s. Even though I remember when his first hit in 1993, and that was on Video Music Box. He was underground. Nobody wasn't messing with Fat Joe. Nobody. So he had to get with Big Pun to get himself out there. And even that didn't even work. So what they're doing now, and like Sheila said, they're doing anything to bring more revenue or make their school more popular by paying or by getting some funding, or some deal was made under the table where rappers can get a doctor's degree. I mean, that was paid for. He didn't earn that. He didn't do the hard work. And a lot of people that went to school got themselves in serious debt just to get a paper. Like you got people out here that really bust their ass to get their doctor's degree. He just comes out of nowhere and get a doctorate degree. Let me show y'all something. This is Fat Joe when he was younger. This magazine, it's kind of old, but I kept it. Sometimes you got to keep old magazines to remind people of what they said in their interviews. This magazine came out in 1998. Fat Joe had to have been like in his 20s, I believe. He already had a kid. I'm going to read you some things. This is what I'm going to tell you about this guy, like this dude. This dude is a fraud. He's a big fraud. All the stories that he came up when they interview him saying he met this person and this happened, this guy is a big joke. But I want people to take a look at this. I'm going to read you what he said. I'm going to read you what he said. Where's that interview? Okay. So they talk about this. See, this was back in the days. Now, let me say this. This is before YouTube. This was before any type of social media. You had to pick up magazines. So I'm going to tell you what he said. This is what I know. This guy's a fraud. I'm going to read you the first page here. Okay. That's him. So this is kind of interesting. Okay. Okay, it says, I'm just going to skip the first top. He said at 14, Joey Crack. He wasn't really Fat Joe. He called himself Joey Crack. At 14, Joey Crack thought he was the toughest kid in the South Bronx. He thought he was. So he reads, this is what he tells the interviewer. I was a foul nigga at that age. Joe reflects. I used to run Morris High School. I had my crew, TS. He said that I turned into a record label, the Terror Squad Productions. We were straight up troublemakers. And I was the leader. In 1986, I was wilding in the streets, being an incredible bully. That's what he said, being an incredible bully. Nobody was wilder than me. And I had like 50 soldiers under my belt. He continues, if you know the Bronx, well, I think this is the interviewer. He said, if you know the Bronx, you know Samuel E. Morse High School is one of the worst in New York City. Now, I don't know how it is now, but this is what they said. I never lived in the Bronx, but I chilled up there a few times. So I'm going to read this again. He said, if you know the Bronx, you know Samuel E. Morse High School is one of the worst in New York City, hands down. And this is Fat Joe talking. Like I said, it's right here. I'm reading it right here. This is his words. And this is what this fool said. He said, so one day we robbed the whole locker room. He said, so one day, this is Fat Joe, Mr. Tough Guy. So one day we robbed the whole locker room, taking everybody's coats, Walkmans. I'm talking about niggas. He used the N-word a lot in here. He said, I'm talking about niggas I was in homeroom with, niggas who knew me, friends. So this is what he's saying. This is all of a sudden you want to be a role model now. He's saying that he used to rob people who was just going to school. How is that making you a tough guy? This is something I would ask Fat Joe. How is this making you a tough guy robbing kids who just want to go to school? You robbing their coats, their Walkmans. People thought that you was cool. You said they knew you, but you robbed them. I don't understand that. That's evil. That's not even street. I don't respect people like that's not even street to me. I know what street dudes do. Cats do. They take it in the streets. They bang in the streets. They don't bang in schools. You can't be that tough. Tough dudes don't attack people who's not trying to be tough. They just want to go to school and have fun. To say they lived a nice high school life. I'm going to continue reading. This is right here in this magazine. Sometimes we're going to have to pull people's files. Let me read this again. He says, so one day we robbed the whole locker room, taking everybody's coats, Walkmans. I'm talking about niggas I was in homeroom with, because in high school you have a homeroom. Niggas who knew me, friends. Charlie and Tone had masks on. So he had these dudes that he was rolling with, the TS crew, Charlie and Tone. They had masks on. But I didn't because I thought I was extra tough. Where a nigga wouldn't tell. The next day, I walked into the school and the principal grabs me and the police are there. This is where it gets a little interesting. So I am in the principal office, handcuffed, and my mother and my brother and my father. So he had a daddy. He didn't come from a single parent. His mother was a Puerto Rican immigrant, and his father was a Cuban immigrant. So you had a father in the house as well, but this is what you do. He said, my mother and my brother and my father came in. The deal I made with Morris that if I transfer to another school, they wouldn't press charges. The option was Bronx Alternative, a GED program where Joey Crack learned to cool out. So that's so the interviewer is saying the option was the Bronx Alternative, a GED program where Joe Crack learned to cool out and do his thing. Here come Fat Joe saying, and I used to walk up into there with Gucci, Dapper Dan suits, fat rope chains, looking like Run DMC. I want to know where you get that money from to be looking like that. Unless I never knew Jerry. I never read nowhere Fat Joe even sold drugs. So he's getting his money from his pops or somebody, his family members. But this is what he said. He said, I used to walk up in there with Gucci damper Dan suits, fat rope chains looking like Run DMC. I already knew what pussy was. So I was into flossing, going to school with fly OJs and Beamers. At 16, listen to this. At 16, he promised his moms he would finish school. She's still waiting for the diploma. Okay. I'm going to read more. Turning in the corner of 165th Street to Trinity Avenue towards his old building, he points to his mom's sitting in the front, enjoying the warm October day. In her presence, there is no hype, no designer gear, no ice around his neck, wrist, or finger. So Joe don't have no jewelry on, nothing like that. For some reason, he didn't have no jewelry on, which is odd. Okay. Just Joe Crack and his mother and his oldest son. So Joe had a son. He has a son. So he has kids. He has kids then. Joey Jr., that's his name, Joey Jr. Chilling in the front of the projects. So they in the projects. All right, let me skip this. Let me see. He says, the only thing Miss Cartagena rocks that sparklings besides her green eyes is her wedding band from Fat Joe's father, a Cuban exile who came to this country before Castro and company kicked some ass. As Joe playfully roughed up his son, Joey Jr., who's going bananas, having fun with Papa Joe, Miss, that's his mother, Carcania, seems at peace. I think how this seems of a serene family living in the ghetto doesn't allude to the past. Okay, let me skip this. So the mother's saying this. This is what the mother's saying. I want him to graduate. This is what his mother says. This is Fat Joe's mother saying. Now, I don't know if she's still alive. I'm assuming. I don't know if she's still living. But his mother said, I want him to graduate and bring me that diploma that he offered me when he was 16 years old. Now, Joey at that time, now during that time, he's just all in his, I think he's in his full 20s right now, going on pushing 30. But his mother saying, I want to see him with a diploma. She said, I want him to graduate and bring me that diploma that he offered me when he was 16 years old, because I raised him to finish school, go to college, and be somebody, not just be a not to float around. What else he said here? I don't want to go along with it with this. So I want to see if I missed something. There was something else that he said too. That he saw one of his enemies. Okay, here we go. What was that thing he said? I wonder what he said about his enemies. He saw somebody. Okay. Let's be on this page. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Now, remember I said that Fat Joe, he robbed the whole school, robbed the locker room. Now, when it came down to the streets, there was none of that. This coming out of his words. I'm not saying this. This coming out of his words. This coming out of his words. Okay. I'm going to read this last part right here. Joey survived the streets. Joe survived the streets of South Bronx like a cat with 9 lives. One 4th of July, a heavy-set Joe Crack turned the wrong corner, away from his family and friends. Outside on the block, into the bodega to buy a Diet Pepsi. Upon his exit, he was met by an enemy. Despite the summer night, was rocking a winter coat. He stood stone cold as his eyes pierced Joey's own with a question. What's up now? That's what his enemy told Fat Joe. What's up now? Joe Crack had been caught slipping. His only line of defense was the bottle of Diet Pepsi. His only defense was the bottle of Diet Pepsi. He smashed over the kid's face. Joe managed to dip back around the corner, but ended up catching bullets in front of his peoples, and more importantly, his mom's. And even he said, I definitely gave my mom mad drama growing up. And it hurts sometimes because I knew she's still having nightmares about that shit. I'm not going to read no more, but this is a 1998 interview. No one ever heard of Fat Joe. Fat Joe was a struggling rapper. Song came out, was in, he was banging, but he was underground. We already know brothers at that time was kicking ass as hitting hip hop. Our brothers and sisters was kicking ass in hip hop. You talking about 93 now, you talking about the 90s. Biggie was killing the game in New York. And believe it or not, Tupac was running shit in New York too as well. His music was playing too. People was buying his albums. Nobody was listening to no Fat Joe. Nobody wasn't listening to no fat ass Joe. That was a breakthrough for him when those brothers got killed. So as you can see, he never earned a high school diploma. You never heard anywhere that he went back to school. Let me read some of your comments real quick. Yeah, he's a paid puppet, of course. He's not, of course. Of course not. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Catherine with Catherine's friends. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Fake indeed. Fake indeed. I'm going to show you the degree. I know you probably won't see it up on here, but I'm going to show you his actual degree, which I never heard what type of major that is. It's definitely something that Catherine said, where did he get the degree from? From Lehman College. I believe that's in the Bronx. But I'm going to show you the degree. I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, Lehman College, yep. Catherine, you never heard of Lehman College? Oh, yeah, you heard of Lehman. He gave money to the college, yeah. Yeah, so it's not something that he earned. It's not something that he earned. And I think that's exactly what he did. He gave money. He paid for it. He paid for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. That doesn't make you a doctorate. That don't make you a doctor. Because you got people that really, really bust their ass, really did the field work, really did their thing, put themselves in debt to get degrees. I don't think that's fair. People have donated money. Because when you put all that money into a school, yeah. Because if that's the case, everybody should get a free degree. If that's the case, they shouldn't pass no exams, for damn the papers. What paperwork, what essays, and what did he do? What field work did he do? So he donates and he gets a degree? Nah, man, that doesn't work like that. Hell, Bill Cosby earned his degrees. He actually went to school. Catherine said he better be good if he really liked that degree. They took Diddy and gave back his $1 million. Wow. See? And I am sure Diddy does not care and happy to get that $1 million back. Brother got bills. Yeah, he's going to need that $1 million. But let me show you this degree. Let me show you this fake degree. Oh shit, let me put this up here. Oh, I thought I had it here. Nope. All right, let me get out of here. Oh. Okay. Now this is his degree. Let me screen share this. So this is his degree. Okay. He said a doctorate of Humane letters. I don't know, what is that. Both of rights, privileges, blah blah blah. I never heard that type of degree before. I never heard. That's something new, or something made up. But this man never went to school. I don't. I think that bothers me a little bit, because in this magazine he never finished high school or never got a GED. But then all of a sudden you get a doctor's degree. You just skip all that. You skip the high school, the GEDs. You skip the college degrees. What type of example are you giving to people? I don't think that's fair. A lot of people who actually earn their college and doctorates or their masters. So he skips college, he skips masters, he just jumps right into getting his doctor's degree. And he brags about it. I'm a doctor now. Well, hey, wait a minute. What about the masters? What about the college degree? We never heard this guy going to school. There's nowhere in Joe's life you could go to his Wikipedia to find out. You never heard him say that he earned any type of diploma or any type of degrees. All of a sudden he becomes a doctor. I think that's unfair. That's unfair. I don't care how much money that he give to a school, but you can get a reward, but you don't become a doctor overnight like that. Say, well, you gave us money and we're gonna make you a doctor. And you didn't do no work to earn that. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling that. Yeah, money do talk. I agree. Yeah, money do talk. Money do talk. So if that's the case, then how come he didn't do that for his master's or his college degree? I think it's a slap in the face. I would not honor him as a doctor. I would not honor him as a doctor. You got people that really, really earn their degrees, like really, really bust their ass. And the only thing he been doing was having fun. And now because remember, he got kids, probably got grandkids. He got to show them something. Hey, look, your father or your granddad, I don't know if Fat Joe's a grandfather, but hey, he will at least show his kids, hey, I didn't have to go to high school. I didn't have to, and look at me, I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. Just like that. It's a fake degree. It's a fake degree. Yep, she sure was. Living really good. But she did say, according to the magazine, she did say, I want him to earn that diploma that he promised. And he never went back to school. He never got that diploma. He never got that GED. Because he was supposed to get his GED. But so that's what they're doing now. And you're going to see a lot more rappers do that now. They're going to start paying under the table to get these fake degrees. And they'll brag, say, well, I'm a doctor now. See, if I could do it, you could do it. But you didn't do the field work. It's disgusting. It's not fair. And he's not in debt. He's not in debt. And all of a sudden, he wants to be this inspirer speaker. Dude, that's all you've been talking about is guns, and you have beef with 50 Cent, and you want to you know everything was party and bullshit. And now you're getting up in age, and then you're realizing you don't got nothing to show for it. So what can I do? Let me work out a deal and with Lehman, and let me get a doctor, and maybe I'll donate to this college for a certain amount of years. That's crazy to me. And that's exactly what happened. Catherine. That's exactly what he did. He paid, just like those Hollywood stars, the stars in Hollywood, those walk on fame stars that is in Hollywood. They paying for that. They're not earning that. Most of these people, they paying for. Look at DJ Khaled. He paid for his star. He didn't earn that. You just came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you got a star. That star for legends. That star's for legends. People have been around for almost 30 years putting it in. Whether they've been acting or doing music, comedy, who've been around for 30 years, 40 years. But you just come out of nowhere, all of a sudden you get a star in Hollywood? Nah. Fat Joe was an inspirational nothing. Every interview that he had was nothing. He's not a Tupac. He wasn't. When the last time you ever heard Fat Joe dropping jewels? This guy always wanted to fit in because he's not one of us. But he always want to fit in. He always want to act like he's down. This guy's a copycat. And even when he try to copy our people, he looks stupid. It's not the same. He could use the N-word to the day he turned blue. You would never be one of our people. And all of a sudden, even when he did that speech, he didn't sound like an educated man. See, one thing about you going to college, you come out of college, you're going to talk differently. You're not going to be the same person that you was in high school. When I went to college, my whole style changed. My whole way of talking changed. I wasn't talking like I was in high school or in junior high. And people knew the difference. But he's still talking like he's from the streets, this dude. A fake degree at that. Facts. It's definitely not. It's not even authentic. It's not authentic. I never heard you can get a degree in this type of field. Like that's just something. Letters. What letters that he could have been doing to get that? Like I don't understand. Where's his work? Where's his work? There's been a lot of complaints. There's been a lot of angry people who actually put themselves in debt. They earn a doctor's degree. This is not a game. This is not something that you just come out of nowhere and just say, "Oh, I got a doctor's degree. I'm a doctor. Respect me." What? Dude, you didn't even finish high school. You said it in your own words. And you never went back. And I'm glad I kept that magazine, because I knew stupid shit like this was going to happen. And you're going to see a lot more rappers starting to do this. A lot more dummy rappers is going to pay these colleges, these low budget colleges, for this type of degree. Now it's going to go from that to masters, and you're going to see a lot more of that. They're just going to skip all that education to jump into getting a doctor's degree. That shit is insane. That's insane. What's going on, Philip? I cannot imagine calling him a Dr. Fat Joe. Or Dr. Well, they might have to call him Dr. Joseph. But I'm not calling him, you imagine that would be the new thing now. And he might use that as his new rap name now. And make the whole doctor thing. He's going to make it a joke. He's going to make it a joke. This is not a game. Get your college degrees, any type of degrees, that's not a game. It's not a game. That takes work. That takes work, man. Getting your masters and doing papers, and that it's work. It's work. And then you got idiots like this that's making it a joke. I don't think that's fair. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts about this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Because I never heard this. It's not like he got in business or healthcare. I never heard this type of degree before. But now he's a doctor now. He's important now. But he still sounds like a damn idiot. He had a child out of wedlock. See, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. So now he's trying to clean up his image. Now he's trying to clean up his image now. His whole life was drama. But that's how he got his rap career started, was drama. He had a beef with that guy Cuban Links ever since Beck Pun passed away. His whole life been drama. Robbing people in high school. Morris High School, you robbing kids who just want to go to school because you just don't have nothing. And then got the nerve to come back to school to end up getting arrested. Yeah. Yeah. You could be bought. We live in a country where you could be bought. The people who have done the work, they don't get recognized. He gets praise. Well, you got people who, like Dr. Umar, Dr. Mayat, all these people who have actually earned their degrees. You got black people are dissonant. But this guy get praise. I want to see how many black people are going to start making fun of him. Because I haven't heard nothing yet. I haven't heard nothing yet. Fat Joe is a joke. He's a big joke. He tells these little toy stories where he's sitting up there and doing these little interviews, and oh yeah, I met Tupac, and Tupac. No, show me a picture when you show me when you took a picture with Tupac. There's no picture of him and Pac. Pac wasn't even down with Latinos like that. Let's keep it 100. Because Fat Joe, he wanted to put Latinos on the map, according to him. According to that magazine I just read, he wanted to represent the Latinos. He wasn't worrying about us. And you notice he's always using the N-word. That's what I liked about Juice. When that Latino called Tupac the N-word, he called that Latino a spick. Or he got mad. He got mad. He didn't like that. So why do you think Tupac's going to take pictures with him and chop it up with him, Fat Joe? No. But he making it seem like, oh yeah, Pac, and I met him and he's a cool. No, you did not met Pac. Stop it. Show me a picture with him and Biggie. Show me a picture with Fat Joe and Biggie. I haven't seen it. Maybe a picture's out there floating somewhere. I have not seen it. Black folks wasn't rocking with Latinos like that, especially in the 90s. It wasn't rocking with Latinos like that. Because we already know in Rikers Island, especially during in the 90s, you had the Latin Kings. The Latin Kings always target black folks. They were the KKK that spoke Spanish. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Somebody has to. How many black people that he robbed? How many black people that he robbed in high school? Because I doubt Lehman was just only Latinos doing it. I think he robbed some black folks too. Like Lehman Khan wasn't just all Latinos. So his street credit, he don't get no street credit with me. He never done anything. What good thing that Fat Joe ever did? Did he give turkeys on Thanksgiving Day? Did he give out toys for the unfortunate kids in the Bronx? Please let me know. Did he fed the community? But he wants to get praise. He wants to be called a doctor. All of a sudden, he's a professor now. All of a sudden, he wants, oh, I'm a doctor now. I'm a doctor. You got people out there are upset. And it's like, how did that happen? This man didn't earn no diploma, no degrees. He hasn't. He didn't even touch. This man didn't even touch Lehman College. When did he go to Lehman? When did that happen? When? What? Every time we saw Fat Joe, he was partying. There was nowhere in history, there was nowhere in the books where he was going to school. And if he had to go to school, he had to start from the bottom. That means you got to get your GED and work your way up. But like you said, sis, money talks. Where she said that? I'm going to see if I can find that. There you go. That's what Catherine said. Money talks. Money talks. I'm just not feeling this. I'm just tired of Fat Joe. I don't like that dude. I never was a fan of his. Fat lie, yeah. We're gonna say fat white lie, because he's a white boy. He's a white boy. He's a white boy. His mother was a white woman, a Puerto Rican immigrant, and his father was a white man, a Cuban immigrant. They came over here, according to him, came over before Castro was going to kick his ass out. Because Castro was not having it. So I'm just trying to figure out why. I don't understand. Like, why you got to go there? Like, why? Like, because before you leave this world, you want to have something under your belt. Like, I wouldn't even feel comfortable. I'm sorry for me. I don't think I will feel comfortable doing that. Knowing I didn't do the hard work. Knowing that I didn't get my high school diploma. Like, I didn't do it. I just jumped into it. Like, I will feel weird. Like, I will feel, nah, this ain't right. I can't accept this. But I guess some people don't have no shame in their game. They don't. Of course he will be. No, a Big Pun made him. Big Pun made him. And you notice he never done anything for Big Pun's family. He never done anything for he has a son. Big Pun has a son that sounds, when that son raps, he raps just like Big Pun. And Fat Joe never put him on. He never put him on. So I don't understand why he never took his family. Where was Big Pun's family when he was getting this fake doctorates? Where was Big Pun's family when he was getting his fake doctorates? Yep. But people, you got people out there that actually earned it. They actually earned their doctorates. My mother, she has a doctor's degree. She has a doctor's degree. But she bust her ass to get that. I remember when my mother got her master's. I'm thinking about getting my master's. And I'm going to get it. But I know I'm going to have to bust my ass to get that. People are actually bust their ass and put themselves in debt to get these degrees, because without it, that's where the money's at. That's how people get that. That's how people can make a little more money. Fat Joe, if Fat Joe claimed that he got money like that, why would he need a doctor's degree? Because it's because, you know why? Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that you lived on this planet for 50 something years and you haven't earned one degree or one diploma in your whole life. It's very embarrassing. How much partying you gonna end up doing? How much showboating? After a while, that gets dead. That gets dry. Because you're trying to keep up with these young cats. He should have been made a difference. He should have been made a difference. Let me Sheila, I'm gonna give you a wrench. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you a wrench. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, Sheila, I made you a wrench. Gave you a wrench. So he said he used big pun money. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's exactly what he did. I guess that's exactly what he did. It's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face, I don't respect that. I don't respect that at all. Where because now I don't know. He felt guilty because of his mother. Like I said, I'm assuming his mother passed away. I don't know because I haven't seen his mother there or his pops there. But I don't know if he's doing that because it was guilt. Only thing his mother said, I just want to see with a diploma and go to college. That was her wish. That was her wish. But he was a struggling rapper. He didn't start making it big, like you said, until Big Pun was getting popular. Then there was the back and forth with him and 50, what made him popular. Then they was trying to ask him about, let's look at some, let's do this. Let's look at some Fat Joe videos in the 90s. Because that was during the time when the East versus West conflict with the media try to put out. They asked Fat Joe, what do you think about it? This was in 95, by the way. Nobody wasn't hearing him. And that was, nobody wasn't, like I said, Fat Joe wasn't out like that. Like he was out, but he was struggling. Nobody wasn't fucking with him like that. Nobody wasn't playing Fat Joe in my hood. I'll tell you straight up. Black people was not bumping Fat Joe. Maybe hell, maybe Latinos was, I don't know. But where I live, nobody wasn't messing with Fat Joe like that. Nobody wasn't even playing Big Pun joint. Believe it or not. And that's real. Shirley said he was and still is a below average New York rapper. Of course. That's why he's trying to get connected with KRS One. KRS One is still relevant to this day. And he would never be up there with KRS One. KRS One represent the Bronx more than he does. KRS One represent the South Bronx more than he does, more than Fat Joe. That lean back shit was trash to me. I didn't like lean back. It was trash. It was trash. Lean back. Lean back. I hated that damn song. I hated that damn song. I'm looking up give me 1 second. I'm looking up Fat Joe now. When they interviewed him in 1995 about the East Coast and West Coast thing. Let me see if I can look for that. I thought that was interesting. Uh, 1995 interview. Let me see if I can find that here. Oh no, I'm bugging. What the hell I'm doing? Huh? Okay. All right, let me do it this way. Fat Joe. That's 19. Let me see. Okay, I have it here. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. Because at the time he was with Big Pun at the time. Yeah, this is it right here. Hold on. Okay. So this was the Fat Joe and the Terror Squad in 1995. So let's check this out real quick. Oh shit! God damn it! Put my disclaimer here. Shit, I hate this.
It's cold out here up in the Bronx. That Joe keep big legs warm.
1 second. Put my disclaimer. You could tell back then, it was really muffy, and the sound quality wasn't too good. So let me y'all probably won't be able to hear it. Let me see. Let me take this out. Okay. Yep. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Let me know if you'll hear it.
It's cold out here up in the Bronx. That Joe keep big legs warm, you know what I'm saying?
Warm and safe, baby.
Woo, work
Warm
it
and
out,
safe.
Daddy. From the store up here in the corner of Melrose, halftime spot.
South Beach.
Now, I told you, he has been like in 5 trillion more videos than me. I thought I had the record down. You got me beat, man. You watch Old School Wednesday, all you see is Fat Joe in the back chilling, representing since he was like 10.
I'm just like Waldo, man. Waldo of rap.
Okay.
Know what I mean? Popping up. Your video ain't thorough unless you got Joey Crack up in it. Know what I mean?
Definitely. Wait a minute. Let's talk about Joey Crack, because they don't know how you even got the name Crack.
Ooh.
Tell
Yo,
them.
Joey, I had the name Joey Crack way before the drug crack was invented. So anybody who think his name after a drug is crazy. It was just like, I always been slightly overweight. And in school, you know what I mean, elementary and all that, whenever I used to get up to go to the board for the teacher, cracking my butt, be showing, know what I mean? So everybody was like, Joey Crack, Joey Crack. And it just stood with me for years, Okay. Went on to the graffiti, went on to, rap and everything.
Straight classic.
Classic name.
Lastly, he got his name
for
from
the right price. I'll put any rapper on ice for a green card, terror squad to carve him up real nice. Send him to Christ. Taking his life's not a problem. I've been robbing and pulling triggers way before my album. Drinking my sorrows in bottles of mold. Anybody could go, lose your control, end up with John Doe. You didn't know this game tight. The insane type to bust open your brain with the drain pipe. It ain't right, but I don't give a me and Punisher contemplating your death like the governor. 96's guys associates, diving in churches, playing Miami, panty hunting in my candy red Testarossa. I'm supposed to be the man in charge. Brothers be like Dammy's Lodge, Keith Pun, Armageddon, Terror Squad. What you know, Junior?
Yeah, look at how Fat Joe doing his thing.
Man, you're not even a beat. What's up? Extort Iranians, never sleep on Albanians. Uranium, these we hold the size of Yankee Stadium. Get in, you're like 30 syringes, still like
they made zero classes.
Like KGB on supervision. Blow the spot up, like controversial government cover-ups, and put the pressure, heavy stress in your chest like push-ups. Have you sweating? Kid is Armageddon. You that real live kid. I keep forgetting. Spotlights, I take them.
Facts.
The Indian style boys, scalp them, scrape them. Or salad, Allen style boys, drape them and rape them. Playing pretty and some kind of sweet son out of 7 running ice cold hearts. I bet I eat one. Platypus, you went and raised your voice to Stevens. You wifing me, please. I move quietly. Now see Jesus.
Yeah, work it in. Work it out.
Hit him with one right quick. One word. Listen like this. World War One, no fun, son. Wanna have to shoot you with my shotgun blast. Red color flash front of your eyes. Pressure's on the ride, kid. You better recognize. Skin absorbing lead like a sponge does water. It's time to take the lamb to the slaughter. Kill the commission. Dump them in the rivers with the fish. After that, 1, 2, 3, all the way. BDP, Joey Crack. Boogie down, everybody here. We back.
All this drama that's going on with the battle between the East and the West Coast. I mean, we're trying to squash it and all, and everybody just needs to get their grievances out on wax. So, on the dance floor, how we used to do. But what do you think?
So she's asking him. She just asks him what is his thoughts on the East versus West. So I want y'all to listen to what his comic is.
Like the root of it all.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what's the root of it all, but I know peeps. You know what I mean? People's just sleeping. You know what I mean? People's just sleeping. We all should get this money together, but you know, I'm one. You know what I mean? You asking the wrong person, because I'm like a troublemaker, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So you know, whoever wants to bring it could bring it. You think New York is soft? For real.
Okay. Well,
I ain't disrespecting the whole LA or nothing like that. Just has who think they could bring it, for real. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? If they want to battle on wax, they could battle on wax. You know what I'm saying? They got mad cool heads. We cool with Coolio. You know what I'm saying? Rage. Ren is my favorite rapper from LA.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? We got mad love for Scarface and everybody, but you know, heads want to be ignorant. You know what I mean?
Okay, now you think he was taking shots at Tupac? Because he had mentioned Tupac. He was like, dudes want to act ignorant. You say, you think he was taking shots at Pac? It sounded like that he was. He was like, yo, New York ain't soft. New York, of course New York ain't soft. We ain't saying that. But I think he was taking shots at Pac. I don't, that's just my opinion. What are y'all thoughts? I think he was taking shots at Pac. Let's play that again. See, I don't forget about that. We got, like I said, we got to go to people's past. Remember, this is 1995. This is when Pac came out with Hit 'Em Up and all that. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on, crackhead, fat ass crack. Let's talk about it. Let's go back.
Between the East and the West Coast. I mean, we trying to squash it and all, and everybody just needs to get their grievances out on wax. So, you know, on the dance floor, how we used to do. But what do you think is like the root of it all?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what's the root of it all, but I know peeps. You know what I mean? People's just sleeping. You know what I mean? People's just sleeping. We all should get this money together, but you know, I'm one. You know what I mean? You asking the wrong person, because I'm like a troublemaker, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So you know, whoever wants to bring it could bring it. You think New York is soft? For real.
Okay. Well,
I ain't disrespecting the whole LA or nothing like that.
Listen to what he says.
Has who think they could bring it, for real. That's just my opinion.
You don't mention Pac.
You know what I mean? If they want to battle on wax, they could battle on wax. You know what I'm saying? They got mad cool heads. We cool with Coolio. You know what I'm saying? Rage. Ren is my favorite rapper from LA.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? We got mad love for Scarface and everybody, but you know, heads want to be ignorant. You know what I mean? And don't let the rest of the country sleep and think because people kicking over New York buildings that they think New York is soft, because you know.
So he's already throwing shots at the Dog Pound. He's throwing shots at Pac subliminally. We hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like we heard about New York, City of Dreams, blah blah blah. When Snoop Dogg was knocking over the building and stuff, the tallest building in Queensbridge. We come on now, like you throwing shots, you throwing shade. You was throwing shade back then, Joey Crackhead. Come on, stop it. And then he said he don't know what the root of all. What do you mean? It's been talked about. Pac got shot, but you don't mention that. You don't mention Pac at all.
You know what I mean? We got mad love for Scarface and everybody, but you know, heads want to be ignorant.
Scarface is not from LA, stupid ass. Scarface is not from LA. He's from Houston, Texas. Scarface is not from LA, dummy. Scarface is from Houston, Texas. Stupid.
You know what I mean? And don't let the rest of the country sleep and think because people kicking over New York buildings that they think New York is soft, because you know, you see the difference. You know what I mean?
All right.
Wow.
You can peep it on his album too. Jealous One's Envy.
Jealous
the name
One's
of the album,
Envy,
and all
boy.
that flavor.
Yeah, I had to play that. Oh shit. Let me get back to my thing here. I had to play that. That shit's crazy. So as you can see, he was throwing shots at Pac subliminally. But then, fast forward, he claimed that him and Pac were cool and all this other stuff. He never met Pac. He never met Pac. He never met Pac. He never said his name. He was dissing the dog pound. Oh, don't think because you knocking over New York State buildings and all that, New York is soft, blah 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 blah. He said he was a troublemaker, but he didn't get into beef. You're a troublemaker, right? Fat Joe, you're a troublemaker, but you didn't get into that. You didn't join because they wouldn't allow you in. Biggie wasn't fucking with him. Biggie had Jay-Z, he had Nas with him. We saw them in the video together. Mobb Deep, all of them. They didn't include Fat Joe. Fat Joe wants to be a part. He always wanted to be a part of us. And we didn't allow them in. That's how tight the 90s are. That's how black folks was. We didn't allow outsiders in our business. Good or the bad. That's how it was. He said, doesn't he lick the bottom of shoes? Oh, shit. Phil laughing. Scarface is definitely H-Town legend. He's from Houston, Texas. He thought Scarface. Yo, this idiot thought Scarface was from LA. Yo, this dude he's a joke, B. He mentioned MC Ren. Okay. Lady of Rage, he mentioned her. Okay. Coolio. Yep, Coolio's from LA. Scarface is not from LA. People from LA love Scarface. They love him to death. People from New York love Scarface too as well. He's not from LA. Yo, that dude is a joke, B. Joke. $19.95. We got to pull up records. I'll pull up your pass. See, the thing is, what I don't understand, Fat Joe thinks that no one's not going to dig his pass up. So all those interviews he's saying was a lie. Was a lie. He was a struggle rapper. Nobody was not playing him like that. And I'm not saying the records, I'm not saying the radio wasn't playing him. They were playing his records. They was playing his music. He was out there, but he wasn't out there, how you say it. Because like I said, people in my hood wasn't bumping Fat Joe like that. The only time you'll hear Fat Joe is probably on the radio. And that's when radio was radio. That's when radio was radio. When hip-hop was on radio. Hip-hop was hip-hop. A lot of hip-hop was on the radio. That's the only time you heard his music. Oh, shoot. Big time joke. Big time joke, man. Oh my God. It's crazy. But I just want to just share this because when I saw it, I was just like, what? I got his magazine. Where's the GED? I'm still waiting on the GED. So you were a high school dropout. Remember I showed you a 95 video. That magazine that he did, they interviewed him on, was in 1998. That's after the death of Pac and Biggie. That's when he started to come out more now with Big Pun and all that Terror Squad. So that was his breakthrough. Think about it. That was his breakthrough. And then the beef with 50, that was really his breakthrough. Oh, he loved it. He loved it. God brought out the artifacts. That's right. Thank you. You damn sure I did. Come on, man. I'm hip. Like I said, I know the game already. I know the game. When was the last time he took care of Big Pun's family? Because he got through because of Big Pun. Nobody wasn't messing with Fat Joe like that. Like I said, I was in there. I'm from West Side Harlem. No brothers and sisters was bumping Fat Joe. And Sheila, every race of people wants to copy us. Whatever we listen to, everybody want to listen to. With how we dress, everybody wants to dress. We set the stage on everything. That's just how it is. We set the stage on everything. This is how it is. Fat Joe, you heard what he said. Oh, he was trying to look like Run DMC. Remember he said that? And when I read the interview, he said, I had the Beamer and all this other stuff, and I had the rope chains like Run DMC. You want to be like us. You didn't do what Puerto Ricans or Cubans was doing. You wanted to be like African people. We are the creators of everything. This is nothing new with us. This goes way back. It's not just here in the United States thing. Every race of people want to be like us. But he wasn't going to school. He was trying to fit in, and he's still trying to have his breakthrough in hip hop. Oh, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. Oh. My bad. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. You hear me now? I had to take the uh-oh. Yeah, let me see. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. I didn't want to do that. I just want to see if I'm cool. Okay, everything looks good. Okay. So y'all should be able to hear me now. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I had to bring out the artifacts. I had to bring it out. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. But I had to bring out the artifacts. You're right. Okay, you can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, she said it was all good. Okay. KW Dawn, what's good? What's up? He said, honorary degree doesn't mean jack shit. Celebrities have been buying them for. KW Dawn, man, he always dropping the juices, man. I tell you, man. Yeah. You're right. You're right, man. You're right. You're right. But you can't tell Fat Joe that, man. He said, I'm a doctor now. I'm a doctor now. You're right, KW Dawn. He paid for that. This man never went to no school. I got the magazine. He dropped out of high school. He was a menace. He admitted to being a menace, robbing people in Morehouse, not Morehouse, in Samuel Morris High School in the Bronx. Robbing good kids who just want to go to school. You think that's cool? You think that's gangster? But somebody recognized you in the street. You ran. Sprayed your house up. Let me tell you something. And I want to just educate these suckers, these bullies, and all these punk cop that want to act like they tough. And I know I told this story before. I remember when I was in 4th grade, I had to been like 10, 11 years old. There was this kid named Odell Lee. He's of course, black dude with a Chinese name. He had a Chinese name, Lee. But I couldn't understand. He was taller and bigger than other kids in the class. I couldn't make that out. But I just thought that, okay, maybe, I didn't think nothing of it. But he was a bully. He thought he was the man. He thought he was the flyest kid in the school. He didn't like me at all. That's just for a fact. He didn't like me, and I didn't like him. And then one day, that's what I was told, that he was damn near 15 years old in the 4th grade. I said, well, that makes sense. You got a lot of these old dudes sitting up there in 4th, 5th grade, and they should be in high school already. But he was a troublemaker. He was a menace. I've heard stories how he robbed people and all that silly shit. Until one day, I believe I was in the senior year in high school. I got a call from one of my homeboys. He was cool with this Odell character. He was cool with him. That was his brother. When I mean brother, I mean that they were cool. They were good friends. Calling me crying, oh, they killed him. What happened was, this Odell character, this bitch boy, picked on the wrong people. And what happened was, two guys rolled up on him in front of his grandmother's house. Two guys rolled up on him at night. This is in Harlem now. Harlem, when I was going, Harlem was real. Harlem was real. It wasn't the Bronx. It wasn't Brooklyn. Harlem was real. And they roll up on that cat. Yo, anybody want to come on? I want to put the link in. I see my brother Underrated Darkness. I see my boy Anthony. Sheila, you want to come on? Philip, you want to come on? You can. Let me see, put this on. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let me see. So they sprayed him up. They lit his ass up in front of his grandmother's house. You know what I told my boy on the phone? I said, that's good. I said, that's your man. That's good for him. This reminds me of the movie Tales from the Hood. When those three brothers lit up Crazy K. And what did he say? At the end, one of the guys said, one less nigga. And that's what I said. That's one less nigga. Oh, okay. Great. Okay. Because I forgot to put my mic in. Because I think the only time I can play the video and let y'all hear it unless I have to take the mic cord out. But that's all. That's cool. I'm glad you hear me. Shout out to Anthony. Big up to Anthony. What's good? What's up? Salute King. What's good? Underrated. I put the link in if you want to come on. Chop it up. I don't know if you're available, but I just put the link in if you come on. Okay, what's this? Oh, there you go. My brother's on. Oh, let me do this. Yo, what's good, King?
What's going on? Okay, hold up to you in the fam.
Hold up to yours as well. And what you think about this Fat Joe cat getting his doctor's degree, man? Getting his fake doctor's degree.
I'm gonna be nice tonight.
Nah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You better. No, you gotta go in, brother. Come on now.
For me, being from New York, Brooklyn, and see close hand what's going on. Fat Joe was a drug dealer in the Bronx and everything. But you know, he always make money off us. He always disrespect us. You know what I'm saying? He's a kid. He's a I call him. He's a toxic. He's toxic in the hip hop community. You know, he always throws shots against us as a people. And I'm talking about seeing, as you see from hindsight, from we New York, we know the inside stories of these fools. So get a doctrine. He get a fake doctrine, and I know people gonna feel they gonna feel certain way. I don't care. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. It's just for me that again, there's somebody that don't reflect on us, disrespect us, and they get rewarded for that. And the sad thing, our people, if we feel it's okay, it's not cool with that. It has to be a time that enough is enough. It's enough that our culture is being dismantled in every way throughout the years. And I'm just this for me as a black man, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I know there are some, you know, I see the story too. I see some of my people. Oh, yeah, it's good, you do stuff like that. But just understand, he making money off us as a people and disrespecting us. And that's not cool with me. You know, that's not good with me. And you know, like people like me and you have, you know, that talks like this and everything. You know, we gotta understand we always gonna be on top. You know, because you know we like talking about Fat Joe. We live in New York, like you said, so you close by. Me being Brooklyn, yeah, I know. He always moved funny. They always put him out there that Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I see the story like a few months ago, and KS1, just back in the '90s, and you know it was people like coming towards KS1. They said, man, so Fat Joe, like, man, they coming not to me. He said, man, I'm preaching knowledge. I'm preaching the truth. What you doing? You talk corruption. You know you negative. There's a difference. So that I mean, this back in the '90s. This back in the '90s. You know what I mean? So as you know, Fat Joe, even before back in even the '90s, even the Me Too, you know, he always been a shady person, you know. And so for me, it's like you getting a doctorate. It's like we might as well get a doctorate too. Why not?
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. Exactly.
If he get a doctorate too. Yo, what our doctorate is? Doctrine of New York ghetto land or something like that. Might as well. We get a doctorate of that.
Word.
But see, the sad thing about it, this man always put poison in our community for a long time. It's not just drugs. He making money off us, living Miami, living well, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, and so I remember just back in the '90s, like I was traveling, you know, see some peoples, and up there, Alexander Avenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My Hayden Projects. You know,
right.
I know some people up there, family, and when I see Fat Joe, yeah, he said, "What's up, Fat Joe?" He said, "Man, I don't talk to them niggas." But them niggas buying your records though. I said, yo, but they buying your records though. That's some foul shit. That's a foul shit, dog.
Wow.
They buying your records. You said that. So for me, like I said, oh shit. I said, yeah, man. But the sad thing about it, people like them got followers. And they feel that what they saying is prophecy, you know, and people like me and you and others, we don't know what we talking about. We know what we talking about, especially we in New York. We know we talking about, you know. So
hell yeah.
So for me, it's like what I said. I mean, like I'm just saying, like yo, I might make my own doctorate degree of the underrated doc is the truth. Oh yeah, I got my own doctrine. Oh yeah,
word, right? Word.
Pay for how much that shit? Pay $400? Yeah, I doctor have my own ceremony on YouTube. You know, say yo YouTube like I call YouTube scholar. Yeah, I'm a YouTube true scholar. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Might do that shit. What I mean, like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, it's comical. It's comical to me.
It is comical.
I thought we give our doctrine that people move the world, that impact the world. That's what I thought, right? That impact humanity, right? So
Facts.
am I right or something? I could stand be corrected. I'm just saying. I thought so. I thought the doctor was
That's what
and
I thought
pack
too.
humanity around the world, right?
Yep.
So you giving a man, and I know people say, yo, you hate. It ain't all about hating. We talk. See, we know facts. See, the brother right here I'm talking to, he in Harlem, so he knows much, a little more clear than I do. But also, I know I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm just saying that it's not hating. I'm just saying like that, man. Shoot. If a, I'm saying if a donkey say he hard, is he hard?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for me, it's like we giving our doctrines now for corrupt the culture that we built. Don't talk about hip hop.
That's right. That's right. And like I said, underrated darkness. I had to go old school.
Yeah.
I had to go old school. This is a 1998 magazine. Of course, you and I know they wasn't bumping Fat Joe in the hood. Not where I was at. They wasn't bumping Fat Joe. They were bumping a lot of Biggie. They were bumping a lot of Pac. It wasn't bumping Fat Joe. Fat Joe was a struggle rapper. And then when I'm reading this, he never earned his high school diploma. He's a college drop. No, I'm sorry. He's a high school dropout. A high school dropout. So you went from a dropout to getting a doctor's degree? How does that work? So you just skip high school, didn't even get a GED, you skip college, you skip masters, and now you have a doctor's degree. Please make that make sense to me.
And go more on your point. You mentioned Biggie and others. So how do you think he got his rep? Off them. He got that rep off them.
Yeah, he did. Yes.
No, so yeah.
Yes. And then he's lying about how he met Pac and these certain. He never met Tupac. I'm not going to even let him go. And then I played, and everybody's seen it. I played the Rap City in 1995. He's throwing shades at Pac. He's throwing shades at some people from the West Coast. So, but you sitting up here nowadays talking about, oh yeah, I met Pac, me and Pac. You never met Pac. He never met Biggie. This was in 1995.
Say that again. That's what I'm saying. He
never met these people.
He never met. He just ride on a rap.
Yes. That's why I don't like this dude, B. I don't like this dude, man. I don't like him. This man been lying throughout his career. And then he trying to make it seem he's a tough dude. But according to this interview, you ran from a dude that was shooting at you. You're a tough guy. Just like Paid in Full. What did Cameron say? You got shot. You be all right. You tough, right? You saw that Paid in Full? And that was in Harlem.
Yeah.
We don't play those games, man. There's certain rules that we don't play. There's certain rules. This man is not an authentic dude. First of all, his mother is a Puerto Rican immigrant. His father is a Cuban immigrant. You don't know the rules to this. You don't know the rules over here. You just trying to copy what you think that you think what it is. We had to survive. Our ancestors had to survive to become gangsters.
Yeah.
Fat Joe came over here because his family came over for a better life. And now you got a better life, but now you want to try to mimic because you think what we're doing, black people over here, what we had to do is like Lovely. We do things because we had to do it. This man had a mother and father in his life. Why are you out there robbing and all that? Talking about he robbed the whole locker room in high school. He went to Samuel Morris High School, one of the worst high schools in New York City.
Yeah.
But you robbed you. That's what the Terror Squad came from. He formed this crew called the Terror Squad, and then he named that after his record label.
And let me ask you this question. That school you was talking about, that was like predominantly black, right?
I don't know. I've never been there. That's in the
I
Bronx.
just thought you heard. I just asked that question.
I think it was, but I was in the Bronx.
The Bronx, right? I know that.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what it was. I'm assuming that's what it was.
Well, all right. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play.
Because
okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, because I went to Louis D. Brandeis,
right,
on 86th Street and Columbus Avenue.
I know that.
And that was the majority. I think the majority at that time was black, but you had Latinos there too. But we was the majority. Now it's full of Latinos. Latinos just took it over.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying we could put. You know how I go play double advocate. You need not play. Well, let's think about this. Let's suppose that school that Fat Joe went to was predominantly all black. Yo, so I'm saying that means you robbing us then.
Yeah, I know he did. I know he did.
Echo. I'm sorry. No, sorry. Go speak.
Yeah, but I know he did. So what I'm saying is that he don't get no pass. He think, like I said, he wants to try to over gangster us, so to speak. But then you want to take credit because you think you're the toughest dude in school by robbing good kids who just want to go to school. But then you met your enemy in the street. You running from your enemy who shot up your mom's house. And now you running now? Come on, dude. You phony. You phony. Fat Joe has no street credit. He has no street credit. So, like I said, this magazine tells it all. Oh, I want to show this real quick. How back then, how the trains used to look. So we're going to talk about real hip hop. Let's talk about real hip hop. Let me check this out. Do you see how the trains back then used to look? I don't know if you see this underrated.
I see it.
That was in 1979 in New York. The trains was crazy. I mean, the graffiti was crazy. I wasn't even in New York at the time. But this is how the trains used to look. I don't know if y'all see that. That's how the trains used to look. Underrated. You see this, right?
Yeah, I see it.
1979. See, we're going to get some history tonight. There's another one. This was taken. It's another shot. New York trains used to be nasty. Let me move this out the way. Yeah, but the subways back in those days. Yeah, the trains used to be. But that's hip hop. I mean, the graffiti, the graffiti and all that. Look how beautiful hip hop was. I don't know if y'all can see this. But yeah. I was looking at this stuff. I'm like, damn, this is history. This is history.
Yeah, I see.
See, that's hip hop. So that's why I keep these old magazines. And it all came out of this. But I keep these old magazines because it's history. So when people start talking at their ass, I'll pull out your file. Fat Joe, you can't get away with that. You can't get away with that. Because now you realize you're up in age, you didn't accomplish anything. He's over 50 and he ain't accomplished nothing. Sheila said, I miss the old New York. Yes, right. I miss 90s. I miss 90s, man. I'm a 90s cat, man. It was so beautiful. It was a beautiful era, man. Sheila said, I'm glad I got to see the Twin Towers in 2000 before it all changed. Wow. Now I haven't been inside the Twin Towers. I went through it, but I went between the towers, but I haven't went inside one of them. I have went to the new one, which is beautiful. Underrated. You went to the new Freedom Tower? The Freedom Tower?
Nah.
Oh man, you got to go there.
Take
Take your lady to go there, man. It's beautiful. It's really nice.
You said new.
The Freedom Tower.
What?
The Freedom Tower.
Oh, the Freedom Tower, yeah. New Freedom Tower, yeah.
Yeah. You been there?
Nah, I ain't been there yet.
Oh yeah. Check you and your lady, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Got you.
Yeah, so they don't know, underrated. They don't know. They just don't know. You got to start pulling out people's files. You know, I'm not going to let Fat Joe get away with that. His whole life is a lie. His whole life is a lie. What have he done for the Bronx? What have he done for the Bronx?
Well, I don't see that's what I'm saying. See, that's another part of New York City I'm getting to know throughout the years and stuff. I know, but
Wait, what have he done?
I mean, let's just be honest. What he had done in New York City, period.
Exactly. He hasn't done anything. But he wants this praise. He's always the type of dude that wants to fit in. And because even with the whole him and 50 Cent beef, that's how he became known too. And like, dude, you look silly. No one ain't listening to you like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this the bad of it. So he did all that. He's in his 50s, and he hasn't accomplished nothing. So what he did, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
And not have, because I didn't finish no schooling. So let me just pay somebody for a fake degree, but I'm gonna make it a doctorate so I could just skip masters in college and high school diploma. I'm just gonna skip all that and just go straight into the doctors. Like, come on, B. Like, come on. We're not doing that. but he wants somebody to respect him and call him a doctor. The whole thing is a hoax. It's a hoax.
Yeah, it is.
Sheila said, I
It
am.
really is. And
Just
so,
listen.
yeah, so you know what it is? Fat Joe remind me of? You know what Fat Joe remind me of, bro?
What's that?
You get me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Fat Joe remind me of a little boy, right? That is not that they'll have no direction. And he feels it through life. Stick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
No direction. Yeah, I feel that there's nobody to put him on saying, Fat Joe, you can't do that. You know? And you give him all these accolades off that.
Right. Right. That's
You
true.
don't have no direction. So when you have no direction, what do you have? You know, and people see that, but look what he had. Look what you're doing. There's no direction. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and no, you can't do that. Like if I do something wrong, you can say, yo, King, no, you can't do that. That's wrong.
Right. Right.
And so for me, it's like we have to I mean, certain parts of our community, we let it happen like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, show that shit. Yeah, show that. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You know, so he disrespect our people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he loves our black women.
Right. Yep.
You
Yep.
know, and the sad thing about some of our women goes to him
Mm-hmm.
because they feel he's hip, but instead he's tricking y'all. And I ain't talking about the young ones. I'm talking about the old ones, like with the 90s group.
That's right. That's right.
Look at that, y'all.
What I mean, I never seen a doctor of your main letters. What is that? What is that? I gotta look that up. I gotta really look that up because I never seen that before.
Yeah.
Like that's something, like you said, that's something that just, or we're just gonna make up something and we're gonna give you a doc. So what is he gonna do with that? That's what I want to know. What is he's gonna do with this? Is he gonna teach? Is he what? I mean, let me look that up. Yeah, I gotta look that up.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm saying, it's. But he's not. He's not gonna be the first, and he ain't gonna be the last.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, a lot of other people gonna start doing the same thing now. This is gonna be a trend. It's gonna be a trend now.
Yeah.
That's all.
So
It's gonna be a trend.
it's sad. It really sad, man. I'm like, man. I'm like, when we on.
It's not just sad. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. So I'm looking at this now. It's a war that has distributed themselves to humanitarian, and it's like a humanitarian degree. But what did he do? But what did he? I want to know, what did he do that was humanitarian? That's just crazy to me. Okay, let's see. Wow. So I think my brother's having some technical difficulties on his side, on his part. Like I said, I'm not going to make this a long video. Put this back on. But I just want to just give my thoughts on here about this whole this doctorate gimmick that he's trying to, that Fat Joe is trying to come off with, and I'm just not feeling it. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. So, I just want to get my thoughts. I just think that there's going to be a trend, and people are just going to start looking at this way where they're going to skip the hard work. And this, like I said, this is a lazy move. This is a lazy move. There's nothing humanitarian that he ever did. And, his past shows that. His past showed that he's a menace. He said, you heard him say he's a troublemaker. But then you want to, all of a sudden, because you're in your 50s now and you're safe, all of a sudden you want to make a difference. But how many lives that you ruined, Fat Joe? How many lives that you ruined? That's the question I wanted to ask. You ruined a lot of lives. And now, because you want to look good in front of your family and your kids and your grandkids, you want to say, well, I got a doctor's degree before I leave this world. At least I earned a doctorate. A doctorate that you haven't earned. A doctorate that you haven't earned. It's really sad. So, I had to pull up his past to show that he's a fraud. His whole life is a lie. And you're going to see more of this going on with these fake doctorate degrees. And to be honest with you, it should be against the law. It should be against the law. I don't know how people can get away with that. This is a crime, in my opinion, because you got people that actually are really busting their ass to earn their degree. They've really done the hard work to earn their diplomas and the degrees and awards. And you got somebody, all they got to do is pay somebody under the table, and boom. And then they could turn around and say, well, I'm a doctor now. That shit is crazy. And I bet you none of the so-called black folks is not going to criticize him, but they'll continue to criticize Dr. Umar. They'll criticize all the black folks, all our people, all our scholars who have done the field work. They will make fun of them. You got people that make fun of Dr. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King has a doctor's degree. That's why they call him Dr. Martin Luther King. But you got black people that criticize them, but they won't criticize this fraud. They won't criticize them. I won't have no black person criticize Fat Joe. I haven't heard it yet. But I'll be the first. And anybody who has a problem with it, they can come see me. Anybody has a problem with it, they can come see me in person. I don't do no YouTube stuff. Like the last cat, I'm not going to mention his names. He's giving out his email and, oh, you got a problem? No, we can handle it in the streets. I don't do that. I'm not getting on no YouTube trying to solve a problem. No, we can handle it in the streets. And there ain't going to be no talking in the streets. There's no discussion. I'll be the first to let the world know that Fat Joe is a con. He's a con artist. He's a jokester. His degree is fake and is not worth nothing. It's a paid, under the table, paid degree. And I'm not going to allow him to get this glory like he accomplished, like he did all this hard work and he earned that piece of paper where you got real people that really bust their behinds to get a degree and literally put themselves in serious debt to get it. I won't allow him to get away with that. And just like Sister Catherine said, money talks. To me, money is not everything. Because even though you paid somebody millions of dollars to get that degree, it's not authentic. And you will not be respected, not by me. I will never call you no doctor. I will never call this clown a doctor. So with that said, I'm just gonna end it here. I just want to thank those for watching. Let me see. She said, let me go back a little bit. She said Fat Joe is a fraud rapper and a fraud and a fraud doctorate. Yeah. Yeah, he's a fraud. His whole life is a lie. We tell these little toy stories and, you know, he met this person. And it's like, dude, come on, man. That lean back was trash. He might have had some little joints that was bumping back in the 90s. I ain't going to lie. It was cool. But nobody wasn't bumping Fat Joe like that. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. The only thing, like I said, radio would play his stuff, but people from the streets, and he would have to pay and a lot of times, a lot of these rappers had to pay the DJs. They would have to pay the DJs, or they would have to pay the DJs in these radio stations to play their songs. Sheila said, this is one of the best live black shows ever. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And you make this a really good live. Because without you, I won't be able to do it. So I want to thank you as well. So she said, my miss is in law earned the title doc. Yeah. Like my mother earned, she got a doctor's degree. She is a doctor. She's a doctor, a legit doctor. She did the field work. They did the field work. And you could tell just by the way they speak, though, it's a different attitude. And we all heard Fat Joe get that speech on that podium. You could tell he never went to. His talk would have been different. He still sound like we heard him since 95. Like, dude, where's the growth? You claim that you got a doctor's degree. Where's the growth? You still sound like a kid in 95. Like, I didn't see a difference between what we saw in 95 until now. Like, you still acting like you're a tough guy. You like, yo, dude, like, wax, son. The guy with the beer gut. Wax, son. The guy with the beer gut. The guy look like the guy with the butter biscuit gut. Oh shit! The guy who ate too many donuts. He got a donut gut. Fucking waxer. Fucking cockson. I call him Kanye. Oh man. Yo. Oh man, don't bring that guy up, man. I got jokes. I got jokes on him, man. The dude with the Oprah Winfrey braid, the Oprah Winfrey dreadlocks. I got jokes. Let me stop, man. This guy. Oh, that guy's he's a joke. He's a joke. But anyway. But yeah, but getting back to Fat Joe, aka Mr. Fake Doctor. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a slap in the face. And like I said again, I want to see those other degrees. Where's your master's? Where's your college degree? Where's your GED? Where's your GED diploma that you promised your mother, Fat Joe? Show us that. Show us that. Where's the GED diploma that you promised your mother? That's what I want to see. Because this ain't going to cut it. That degree is not going to cut it. There's nothing you did was humanitarian. Nothing. You haven't done nothing for the Bronx. South Bronx is still a war zone over there. But you'll make an album. You'll come up with a song praising the violence. Still, it's a contradictory. Your degree is a contradictory to your lifestyle. That's what people are going to understand. His degree doesn't match his lifestyle. It doesn't. So I just don't want people to fall for the tricks that these people are doing. These celebrities, these people like Fat Joe or whatever. I don't hear Hassan Campbell. I don't know if he did a video about it. But I just think that he hasn't really, like I said, Fat Joe hasn't done nothing humanitarian. He hasn't done nothing. He lied. His whole life is a lie. He's a copycat. And then my thing is, if you're going to try to be copycat, be a good copycat. Don't be a sloppy one. Don't be a sloppy one. And I would tell Fat Joe in his face, nobody wasn't bumping you. They wasn't bumping your songs back in the day. I know that for a fact. Nobody wasn't bumping Fat Joe like that. Yeah, I think I might do that. I might talk about Trump. That's a good idea, Sheila. I'll probably do that. But but I had to get this out the way first because it's disappointing. It's disgrace. It's just sad. It's really sad. You know, a grown ass man lying on a degree, lying about himself. Like your whole life is a lie, dude. And now you're lying, coming up with fake degrees. It's just sad. It's just a really sad. Just the whole thing is just sad and pathetic. But we're gonna give thanks to everybody that came through. I want to give thanks to Sheila, Philip, Catherine Buffet, KW Dawn 7, Anthony. Who else I miss? My brother Underrated Darkness. Thank you for coming through, King. Really appreciate you. We definitely got to chop it up next time. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and just want to give my thoughts on this because I just thought that I had to pull out the receipts. Like I said, he has to explain this. This is history. He has to explain this. He has to explain this. Why are you so, for a man who had a mother and a father, there was no need for him to do what he did and then brag about it, then rap about it. And now you're 50, you're old, you're getting up in age. You ain't looking the same no more. Everybody you knew died or ain't dealing with you no more. So the only thing you can do is to have people believe that you went back to school. This is the ultimate fairy tale. But then they want to attack Dr. Umar Johnson, who's a legit doctor. You got Sister Dr. Maya. These people are legit. Hell, like I said, Dr. King. Dr. Martin Luther King got a doctor. He's legit. These are these black people that actually went through the field, who did the field work, who actually earned that shit. And you got people who don't look like us, they get a pass. It's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face. And like I said, Fat Joe is a white boy. Think about it. He's white. And he put down white on his applications. He is white. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. So when you're dealing with race, this is the reason why black people have an issue with this race problem. We do have an issue with it because you got people out here that is capitalizing on their how they look. That's just how it is. Ain't nothing going to change with that. So I'm just going to end it with that. But thanks to everybody who's been watching. Until next time, I will see you soon. But I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you for coming by. But just please do not fall for this type of foolishness, this type of trickery that these rappers are doing nowadays. And you're going to see a lot more of this. You're going to see a lot more of this clown behavior. You're gonna see a lot of this trickery going around. A lot of this, it's gonna be a trend now. Rappers that never went to school, all of a sudden they earn a doctor's degree overnight. So you're gonna see a lot more of that now. And thanks to Joey the Crack, he decided to make it a trend. Thank you, Philip. Appreciate you. So with that said, thank you for everybody watching. And I'm out. I'll see you soon. Peace.